Ladies and gentlemen, we're here at Ascot to wrap up the meeting with the Stewards report like we do every Saturday afternoon. I'm here rubbing shoulders with the very best chief steward in the business, Brad Lewis. Brad, an outstanding return for Crown Perth opening day, and wasn't the track magnificent?
Oh, that's right. Racing was excellent today, very competitive, Mark, and the track's played very well and all looks good for the forthcoming season.
Indeed, it was a good four, and the first race on the day was for the juveniles, the 2-year-olds. It was the Silks, played a lovely restaurant at Crown Perth there, 1,000 metres, and there was a few green ones in there, Brad.
There was a couple of green ones there, Mark, as we would expect. Kiss Bang Love didn't have a lot of luck in the straight. Got a steady late in the straight, and also Metallic Queen was another one that looked a little bit unlucky. She Loves to Talk, quite green, shifted inwards abruptly near the 50-metre mark, and that caused some impediment to Kiss Bang Love.
Race number 2 was the Crown Towers Perth Trophy over 1,500 metres. A Basso, a post-race vet examination, revealed no abnormalities, and Mr. Taylor was advised to consider blinkers.
That's right, he's going to experiment with some blinkers there, Mark, so you may see this horse in blinkers at its next run to improve its performance. Infatuated, got a little bit unruly there, Mark, coming down onto the track. The noseband added today resented that piece of gear. Permission was granted in the circumstances to remove the noseband, and still raced keenly even after that.
Race number 3 was the Hose Masters Plate over 1,400 metres, and Dusty Storm was scratched behind the barrier.
Had to be withdrawn, lost a plate there, Mark, and then was lame on the foot that it lost the plate. Unfortunately had to be withdrawn. That caused a delay of about 5 minutes from the race. Swedish Memories, very unlucky, held up from the 4 until about the 50-metre mark. And Glimmer Girl wanted to over-race and travel very keenly through the early middle stages.
Swedish Memory just unlucky. Okay, thanks for that, Brad. Race number 4 was Crown Sports Bar Handicap over 1,400 metres, and Step Right Up was also scratched, was a late withdrawal.
A number of runners today withdrawn late, Mark. This one was found to be lame in the off foreleg. It did return lame at its last run mid-September, so we will interview trainer Heck McLaren about the reason for that today. We also had the objection in the straight. There were no grounds to that, and trainer Gavin Foster was fined $300 for a frivolous objection there, Mark.
Race number 5 was My Fashion on the Field Handicap over 1,800 metres, and Cosmic Journey was very disappointed and now advised that the mare will retire, which is unfortunate for Connections.
That's right. So official embargo on this horse now of the retirement, and all too much had a tendency to lay outwards in the straight. And tell me this, long prices had to be withdrawn. There was an abscess to the pole area.
Race number 6 was the Singing in the Rain Handicap over 1,000 metres, and Greco bounded at the start, didn't help its causes there, and Transgressor the Pacemaker was caught wide.
Greco bounded at the start, as you said, Mark, also impeded for a short distance on straightening. Transgressor wide throughout. Invincible Warrior well in the market, expected to perform well, returned lame in the off foreleg. We'll need a veterinary clearance for Invincible Warrior prior to racing again.
Race number 7 was the Group 3 Northerly Stakes over 1,400 metres, and it was an outstanding affair to watch, especially for the punters. Now, what did we find out of that race, Brad? Lightning in My Veins was wide for a portion of the event, but still far too good.
That's right, found the line very strongly. Some that were held up there were Wink and a Nod, just for a short distance approaching the 100. Belmont Girl until about the 150-metre mark. And Neverland, slow to begin, lost a length, impeded from the 350 until about the 200 mark.
Race number 8, the last of the day, was the Mum Champagne Handicap over 1,100 metres. And what did you find from that race? Silverstream, the favourite, was desperately unlucky along the inside.
We'll go back and review that race again now on the vision there, Mark, but a number looked a little bit unlucky there. Gigante held up and also steadied in the straight. Silverstream, as you mentioned, impeded in the run. And Showy Chloe didn't really get clear until late also, Mark.
So, Brad, all in all, a fairly clean day of racing, which we will look forward to for the rest of our time at Ascot in season 2016-17.
That's right. If all those races are run as they were today, that will please the stewards greatly, Mark.
A reminder that the Stewards report can be found on the Chris website in around 30 to 40 minutes once the Stewards have finalised all their dealings of the day. Brad, thank you for joining me, and look forward to the new season at Ascot.
Thanks, Mark. See you again next week.